Hello guys, Brad here again, and today I thought I would do something a little bit different, and that is a movie review of something that I recently watched on YouTube, and that was a movie called Lollilove. Came out in 2004, and it is a mockumentary featuring Jenna Fisher and her husband at that time, James Gunn. And it's 64 minutes long, and also has a little cameo appearance by Jason Segel and his wife, Linda Cardinelli, and it was released on Troma in 2006, and that was kind of interesting as well, because if you're familiar with the Troma movie company, you know that they put out some very bizarre movies. Usually they combine a lot of very gory horror and sex, so a lot of people might overlook this movie just because it is a Troma release. You might think that it's going to be very disturbing. I'm not going to tell you that it's the most mainstream movie ever made, but it's certainly not as disturbing as your typical Troma release. So please kind of disregard the fact that it was released by Troma. But as far as the actual plot goes, Jenna Fisher, James Gunn, they play a married couple as they are in real life, and they decide they want to give back to the community, so they choose a cause, and it was kind of funny how they chose the cause that they chose. They ended up choosing the homeless out of many other charities they could have chosen, and they decided they were going to help the homeless people out by handing out lollipops, and each lollipop would have a wrapper on it with a cartoon and a little inspirational message. And James Gunn supposedly is an artist, so it was his job to design, come up with these lollipop wrappers, and then they had to find financial backing for this cause. Supposedly it was going to be about $250,000 to get this charity up and running. So that was kind of funny, because I know at one point somebody was like, well, why not just give the homeless people $250,000, instead of handing out these lollipops? How's that going to really change the world? So a big part of the movie was just this couple trying to get financial backing for their charity, and then the final part of the movie was them actually going out into the homeless communities and handing out the lollipops. And that was kind of interesting as well, because apparently James Gunn is a germaphobe, so it was kind of interesting how he approached the whole thing towards the end. It's sort of a bizarre, fun movie, and I thought it was quite enjoyable. This was done shortly before Jenna Fisher started her work with NBC's The Office. And if you love Jenna Fisher and her role in The Office, and you love mockumentaries in general, you're probably going to enjoy Lollilove, and I would highly recommend you check it out. I give it about a B. It's very low budget, but being in the mockumentary format, it did have a certain amount of credibility surrounding it as well, because it was very well done. So I would recommend checking it out if you love mockumentaries, you love Jenna Fisher, and you just like sort of awkward kind of humor, kind of like what you would normally get from an episode of The Office anyway. So yeah, great movie, only 64 minutes long. You can watch it for free on YouTube. That's all I have to say right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.